Don't appreciate what Luka did to the Grizzlies. By the time I edit this video, it'll probably be way after Luka spanked us on the back of a back-to-back. So, Grizz are going through Texas. Not a lot of fun to go through Texas. That's a hard swing for any NBA team. The Texas swing, the San Antonio to Dallas and Houston. It's a tough swing. It doesn't matter that Houston's a young team or that Dallas. When you're on the back end of what's basically a back-to-back, it's hard. So I'm doing this Luka shoe, and I'm mad at Luka, so I don't even want to give him as much love as I like, but really a good selling shoe, man. So Nike Jordan brand did a great job with the Luka 1 in that they made it look like the IE, as far as I'm concerned. Now, Luka's number is 7. There's 5 dots on the back. Don't know quite why there are 5 dots on the back. I'm going to come back to that unless that's a 3-2. Or 2-3, no, it can't be. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 perforations on the side, which match up with the L7, with Luka 7. So that's a good thing. This is the next nature version of the Luka, Jordan Luka 1. And you see it's inside of the Move to Zero box. The stamp 06, 13, 22, 09, 06, 13, 22, 09. I'm going to drop this down. I'm going to go to the back of the tongue, which is where the label, size label is. And we got a small code VW1 that's made in Vietnam. Dates of production 02, 09, 22 to 05, 2022. I want to get to the close-up. I did show this in the Recovery of Nike Basketball video that I did, but I want you guys to see the details of the shoe up close. And I don't think there's anything real significant on the shoe, like sayings and quotes, which I didn't look for when I did the Nike Basketball Jordan brand shoe video earlier. The midsole is Nike grind material, hence the Move to Zero box. I'm trying to see if there's a drop-in insole, and there is not. It's just glued down to the strobel. The shoe only cost $120. Let's go to the label real quick so you can see. The Jordan Luka 1 Next Nature. Next nature is to Move to Zero, uses Nike grind. Grind in the midsole, grind in the tongue of the shoe and some of the padding. Nike grind. The color is football gray and Volt. Obviously the alternative Jordan Dallas Mavericks jersey color. So, you know, if you're a Dallas fan, you can probably wear this with a Dallas jersey. The color football gray and Volt. I said that the style code is DR9830-074. But this is the Jordan Luka 1, and I want to jump into the close-up because I'm sure you guys came to see that close-up. I want to look up the cushioning system used for this, if it's just Cushline or if Jordan brand is giving it a different name. I do know for a fact that this is extra sticky. That is really sticky. So that outsole is super sticky. You probably want to make sure, you know what? There is something there on the bottom. And Luka Doncic, Isoplate. Yeah, Luka Doncic, Isoplate. That's what's underfoot. Here on this, what looks like, I would typically call it like a torsion, but this is a stability plate. And I didn't recognize it until right now when I flipped it and looked at it. But this piece of, I'm pretty sure it's a TPU of some type. It runs from the forefoot underneath the foot. It gives the shoe a little bit of rigidity. For a low cut shoe, the midsole is pretty firm. It doesn't twist, so you don't get kind of this weak construction, but you have a lot of rigidity in the shoe in this molded TPU, and I'm trying to see, so hard to see on the translucent outsole. Formula 23. So there's the 5 dots again across the back, and then Formula 23. So the 5 dots is 2-3. So it's just 23, which is Jordan, the acknowledgement that this is Jordan brand. And Formula 23, that's gotta be what the cushioning tech is called. But this orange bar is an Isoplate. And it comes up to the midsole of the shoe. Anywhere you see it, and it looks like it also runs through to the back of the heel. So you get a lot of cushioning here at the heel. The heel counter is pretty sturdy. It's nice padding around the inside of the shoe. Real deal, the joint is selling like crazy. That's not even me being, funny or anything else. This thing is selling fantastic. So Luka has got a great shoe coming out of the gate and it's doing well. But Nike basketball on the whole is doing very well. So that is that. Let's get to the close-up because that's what you came to see and that's what I want to give you. Close-up. So that Luka Doncic, that Luka 1, Jordan Luka 1, I wanted to do the close-up one because maybe one of you hoopers are out there like, yo, how's the pull tab? His pull is really big so you can get your finger in it pretty quickly. The padding here is solid. It's very good. The heel cup, it is a little bit sturdy. It is much sturdier than I thought it was. Here in the tongue, you can see the Nike grind. Here at the heel, you can see it fairly well too, the Nike grind material. And that's the recycled material that's in the midsole. But what I wanted you to take notice of, I'll show you the medial while I figure out how I'm going to word this for the Formula 23 and the Isoplate. So let's drop this back in so you can see it. All right, so the Isoplate begins here, goes underfoot, and it gives the shoe some rigidity. Kind of like a carbon fiber plate would, but this is a TPU, but it's called an Isoplate. Comes here on the side. So basically you have an entire bar to prevent your foot from rolling. And that bar is also at the back of the shoe. Now, how it gets to the back of the shoe, I'm not sure. I'm going to look it up and see if I can find some pictures. But these different compounds are super sticky. Definitely take a look at like wear testers. And look at if they do a basketball video. Hopefully some people will do a basketball video of these. So you guys can see them in motion. I don't hoop like that anymore. But if you want me to do jump ropes and weight training and stuff, I'll do that. But that's the Luka 1 selling incredibly well for Jordan brand. It's a great shoe coming out the gate for the guy who could potentially be the MVP this season. I'll see you guys on the next one. That's it for the Jordan Luka 1. Peace.